So I'm trying something a little bit different here, guys. This is Chief Meteorologist Ben Pine in the WHS 11 News. First Alert Storm Team Weather Center here at 9:48 p.m. on September 16th, 2020. So we got this new software where I can now go live on Twitter, YouTube, and different places on Facebook as well. So as we typically do at this point in time, I need to share tonight's Facebook Live as quickly as I possibly can, and as I do that, I will give you some content to look at. And even though our weather pattern is super quiet, I actually have quite a bit of weather content for you. What was Hurricane Sally, now tropical storm, and it will continue to weaken over the southeast. Will stay well south of our area, so we don't have to worry about that. But as our Facebook Live title says, we have an autumn air arrival very soon. So these are the chilliest temperatures on the way that we've seen in quite some time, since like early May. So like mid-spring like conditions. And our last weekend of summer is upon us, and it's going to feel a lot more like autumn. And I know a lot of you are clapping about that. So in this summer really wasn't that bad. I am not meteorologist Reed Yaden, by the way. Let me let me fix the title there. How did that happen? There we go. Now we got the right name on there. All right, let me on Facebook Live real quick. We've got Seth Ashland, Joshua Violet, Beverly Haggis, Lucia Reese, Patty Brown, Diane Verbal. We've got Shanda Wells, Ben Atkins, Donna Richards, Joseph Smith, Barbara Weatherly, Rita Harmon. Just want to give some shout outs there. I might have to go to our WHAS 11 News Facebook. By the way, how about this 7-day forecast? This is like the nicest 7-day, in my personal opinion, that we've seen in a long, long time. All right, we've also got our Facebook Live up here on the WHS 11 News page. I think I've said hello to everybody there as well. Lisa Knott, Holly Benningfield, CC McKee, Kimberly Burnett, Laura Hutchison. Thanks for watching tonight. Laura Ott. Hopefully I didn't miss anybody. All right, let's move along here. Let's dig into what we've got going on. So, one word, three-letter word, easily describes our long-range weather pattern here, and that is dry. So this map is going to add up all the rainfall for the next like 9 days through September 25th, 2020, and that is no rain for us. And all that really heavy rain to our southeast is from Sally, where there's going to be some crazy flooding, and there has been over Alabama, parts of Georgia, and possibly through northern South Carolina and North Carolina as well. But for us, driest forecast probably that we've had all year long. Great time to have a dry outlook because it's harvest season pretty much, as we want the crops to dry out, the land to dry out. For farmers, might just have to water your lawn a little bit more. All right, we haven't done this in a while. Let's take a trip north to Canada to see the source of the air that is going to be on the way. So I do think, guys, we will see at nighttime temperatures like this, 30s and 40s. I think southern Indiana has the best chance to see some 30s Friday night. All right, let's head back home, and we'll switch it over into Futurecast here. Okay, so here's this nice little cool down on the way with those 40s there Saturday morning. And so let's switch over into we've covered the dry weather, we've covered the cool weather on the way. We're going to dig more into that in just a second. Let's talk about humidity, another thing that's going to make it so nice across the area. And then we've got to talk about the wildfire smoke as well. So even though we have the most quiet weather pattern we've had pretty much all year, still plenty to talk about. All right, so where you see green, that is just a little bit muggy air, but notice it goes away completely as we head through the weekend. A nice strong fall front is moving in, but it's going to move through dry. I think we'll see some clouds late tomorrow, maybe a sprinkle, but this is pretty much a dry front that is going to clean up the air, bring in some of the coolest temperatures we've seen in quite some time. Live look here through the city skyline with our Family Wealth Group eye in the sky from on top of the Galt House, looking southbound, with 76 at Louisville Muhammad Ali International Airport, 72 at Bowman Field, humidity 74%, northwest wind at 5, and the pressure is pretty steadily rising right now. Who's the coolest in Kentucky? We've got 61 in Madison, 63 in Carrollton, a little warmer south, low 70s, Litchfield, Munfordville, Campbellsville, Columbia, and we've got 68 in Paoli and Jasper, Indiana. So here's a look at some of the hazy sunrises and sunsets we've had recently. Deanna Andrews sharing that one from Trimble County. Ellen Sears at Floyd's Fork. Parkland's at Floyd's Fork. Linda Gibson up in Scottsburg. And DB Coron sharing that one. You can always send your beautiful weather photos or videos. You can text them to 502-582-7290. Email your photos at whas11.com or put them on our Facebook group, Kentucky Indiana Cloud Watchers. So this right here, this map represents the carbon that has been exhausted by the wildfires. So the pink colors, orange, yellow, and even a little bit of green indicates there could be some haze. The blue, that is where you have more of a clear blue sky. So let's see this. We've had the haze over our area, still is. Now this is going into tomorrow. Still looks like we'll have that smoky haze. You can see how that smoke gets caught up in the jet stream and flows our way. But that northeast flow is trying to battle back that haze. So we've got this clean air coming in from Canada, acting like a brick wall to get that haze to stay out to the west. And it looks like it will try to do that, especially west of I-65 is where the haze will stay put. So we'll see how it plays out. Might see a more clear blue sky for many of us this weekend. And that haze is staying up aloft at the higher altitudes, so the air quality has been good at the surface and is forecast to be good for tomorrow. Allergy forecast, medium to high. We are in the weed pollen season. Humidity tracker, as low as it can go pretty much. This is some good stuff. Very low dew points that measure water content in the air is the best we've seen since probably May, probably early May. All right, pretty quiet, just some passing clouds across the area here on Max HD radar and satellite. And there is what's left of what was Hurricane Sally, made landfall early this morning. There around Gulf Shores and Orange Beach, and is now slowly moving through Alabama and Georgia. Lots of flash flood warnings. There were some areas that picked up over 2 feet, not 2 inches, 2 feet of rainfall. All right, back home it's just really quiet. So here's Futurecast. Tomorrow morning, upper 40s, low 50s in southern Indiana. South is a little bit warmer, lows in the 60s. And then tomorrow afternoon, kind of like what we had today, upper 70s and lower 80s. And that hazy sun. Here's that dry front I was talking about. It moves through with some cloud cover during the overnight, and it's going to be a cool, crisp start to our Friday morning. It's going to be a fantastic Friday with upper 60s and lower 70s Friday afternoon, about 10 degrees below normal for this time of the year. So that is good-looking Friday night high school football weather. For Friday night football, for Saturday evening football, because we got the Miami Hurricanes coming to take on the Cards at Cardinal Stadium at 7:30. Lou City FC is playing a match at 7:30 as well at Lynn Family Stadium. My point to all that, if you're going out any outdoor activities in the evening time, we're back to sweater weather, jacket weather. There's going to be a little chill in the air. And watch how fast Friday evening these temperatures begin to drop. So sunset now is around 7:40. We're getting those earlier sunsets. So notice by 10 p.m. Down to the 50s. Great for those backyard bonfires and the pumpkin spice lattes, I guess. Fall is back is my point. All right, so take a look at this. All right, so this is Saturday morning, and this is the first time in a long time we've seen 30s showing up. And I don't know why the numbers just dimmed there a little bit. That was weird. Huh. Anyway, so yeah, upper 60s, lower 70s Saturday afternoon, and then the potential for some upper 30s over parts of southern Indiana Saturday morning. So Saturday morning looks like it'll be our chilliest morning, and then Saturday afternoon looks great once again. Cool and quiet for tonight. Lows in the 50s to low 60s. A little warmer south. Could see some mid-60 lows around Greensburg and Columbia, down around the Cumberland Parkway. Upper 70s, lower 80s, looking good for tomorrow. And what a 7-day forecast. All dry. Northeast breeze, going to be a little bit breezy, 10 to 20 Friday. 72 the high temperature. A lot of the day in the 60s. Lows Friday night, 50 in the city, 40s in the suburbs and outlying areas. And then 71 on Saturday, 40s Saturday night, 74 Sunday, 78 Monday. Fall begins Tuesday, September 22nd at 9:30 in the morning with 79 degrees, and then 80 on Wednesday. 11-day temperature trend. I think we'll see some 80s return next week, and that would take us into the latter days of September. So this month of September, all in all, I think weather-wise has been treating us pretty well, and we've been needing a drier pattern after a very wet August. And September, the first few days were very wet, but since then it's really been drying up. So Tiffany just answered your question there, just looking over some of these comments. What we need for the allergies is the first frost and really the first freeze, and that would kill off a lot of the weeds and the weed pollen. That typically happens around mid-October. And then that's when we get rid of that, the allergy forecast. Denise Issing from Huntsville, Alabama. Yes, that rain is from the leftovers of Sally. Anna Jackson says, good riddance to the mosquitoes. Yes, indeed. And eventually the ticks. If you like to go walking in the woods like my dogs and I do sometimes, it'd be nice to let the ticks settle down a little bit. In the chilly air, they seem to not be as active. Melissa Andrew from Leavenworth, thanks for watching tonight. Teresa Lil Pop, perfect weather. Christina Willoughby, loving the cool. Many folks here are a fan of the fall weather on the way. So I hope you guys enjoy it. It's straight up 10 o'clock now on this September 16th, 2020. I'm Chief Meteorologist Ben Pine and the WHS 11 News First Alert Storm Team Weather Center. All right, I'll see you in about an hour on WHS 11 News. The night team, sleep